So for this piece, I'm using a mix of yellows, oranges, a little bit of red, um, a little bit of green and blue. So it's going to be a mix of all of these colors, even for your base coat. So I'm just going to take a handful of these colors out on my palette. So starting off working on this bird, our process begins the same, just like every other botanical or watercolor piece. I start with a very light coat of water. So here I've added water on the entire body of the bird, and now I'm starting off with the first color, which is yellow. I have a very runny yellow color prepared on my palette, and I'm using it to put it on the different sections of my bird. You can see I'm avoiding the tail area right now because it's in a different tone. It's going to be, the tail area is going to be in blue and greens, so we don't need a lot of yellow there, so I'm avoiding that. Even in this part, you have to make sure you're checking your reference image and applying color as per the reference image. So in the head, you can see a little bit of orange happening around the eye. So instead of yellow, I'm applying orange and a little bit of red just below the eye, so it blends because of the water that we have added, and there's like a very smooth transition of colors happening there. Now, while my base coat dries, I will keep on adding multiple layers of orange and reds, mixing it with a little bit of yellow to create different hues of that color. Now as I approach the bottom areas of the wing, you'll see that there's more of greens happening there. So essentially your base might dry out right now, but because of the consistency of the color that we have created, it is going to blend with the yellows on the top, so don't worry about it. But if your base, if the yellow has completely dried out, I'd suggest that you add a little stroke of water on it to reactivate the wetness of the color, so there's a seamless transition between the two, because we don't want any harsh lines at this stage. This is just your base coat. At this stage, if you feel you need to add any more layer of colors in one of the feathers, you can. If you need to show any sort of detail, any sort of depth or a crack or a hair, any detail that you can make out, you can try showing that. It's completely your choice. So here's a zoomed in version of that. Again, these are like dotted strokes that I'm adding around my eye of the bird. So there you go, our watercolor bird is ready. I hope you really enjoyed this process as much as I enjoyed guiding you through it. Happy painting. Thank you.